Yo, welcome to Proper Things, the FPL show brought to you by the ttfplproleague. It's your boy Michael, back again with the Game Week 23 preview. But your eyes are not deceiving you. Yes, I'm wearing a Real Madrid kit. I know I'm not a turncoat. I'm City till I die, but shout out to my boy Andre Berman, aka Berms. Just supporting the Real Madrid thing. We did have a little bet. I did win, but I just say I will come out and support the thing this week. So shout out Burns one time. So I know it's been 2 game weeks you've been missing your boy. We had a little technical difficulties, and of course the scheduling didn't allow me to get the video out. But we're back with game week 23, and it's an important week. Remember that we have the double game week in game week 24. So a lot of strategies going in. Is it the assistant managership, triple Liverpool, double Everton, triple Everton? So this and more will be covered in this week's episode of Proper Things. So stay tuned. So first things first, let's take a look at my current team thus far. And it was a small green arrow. If Palmer had gone big, it would have been an even smaller green arrow, but we moved from the 22,665 rank now into the 16,326 rank, so just outside that top 15k that we were targeting going into the double game week. So another small green arrow and we'll hit the target that I set for myself. But this week is going to be a key week, and if you look at the team from game week 22, you could see that we didn't really go that big, as we had a captain miss with Salah. So we're looking in goal, Cells with 1 point, a shocking 3-2 win versus Southampton with 2 goals in that encounter. Trent Alexander-Arnold coming good for his price tag, a massive 11 points. Gabriel and Arsenal continue to struggle, 1 point, and Munoz came through the clean sheet for 6 points. In midfield, it was 2, 2, and 3, and with Bueno Palmer going all blanking, 2 points. Salah just getting the clean sheet, doubling his 3 points to 6. But the attack came through with the duo of Wood, 12 points, and Mateta, 13 points. And while Isak, unfortunately, blanking in the first fixture in the Gandhi game and giving 2 points to him. We did leave 6 points from Castagna on the bench, but that was going to be a tough call to start the Fulham fullback. So all in all, 58 points and a small green arrow. And now we're going to look at the red flags in my team. If you look at my 2 goalkeepers thus far, it's going to be Cells and Fabianski. I'm quite content with those 2, so I'm not going to make a lot of movement. However, I know a lot of people are already eyeing the double game week, so a lot of movement is going to be made now for Pickford, as it's going to be practically a straight swap for Cells to Pickford. A lot of people will be targeting the Leicester, not so much the Liverpool, but it's still a double game week for Everton, and Everton have proven to be one of the better defenses in recent memory. So I'm content, but a lot of people looking at Pickford, and of course Alisson for the safe Liverpool defender pick in goal. Of course, now you're going to have to pay 5.5 for him, but I will not be making any moves for a goalkeeper. In defense, the 5-back, thus far, Castagna was the weak link heading into this game week. Fulham did get a clean sheet, so 6 points. I'm looking at Gabriel with a little side eye. Can Arsenal rectify the ship? But with the high ownership of nearly every manager having at least one Arsenal defensive asset, whether it be Ryan, Goal, Gabriel, the now injured Saliba, and even Timber, it may not be wise to move away from the Arsenal defense completely, as they do play Wolves this game week, and with the little controversy going on with Cunha, if he doesn't play, I don't think the Wolves attack is that potent to break down the Arsenal defense. So still having Gabriel is going to be beneficial. I don't think the double Arsenal defense is the play right now with the way the game is playing, but definitely it will be pivotal to have at least one of the Arsenal defenders in your team. So with Gabriel locked in for me in the foreseeable future, barring injury. Trent, loving what I'm seeing from him in the last game. Of course, Ipswich this upcoming game week, then the double. He's firmly locked in. Munoz will continue to do his thing. I know still waiting on that attacking return, but I think it's going to come. And well, Mykolenko is in the team, and I'm looking to play him in double game week 24 with Leicester and Liverpool coming to town. So 2 games for Mykolenko. So quite content in defense. However, I do have to shine a light on Lewis Hall, as Newcastle do play Southampton this upcoming game week. So if you have Lewis Hall, he's going to be one of the better plays this game week. And if you have any Newcastle defender and you think they're going to start, they are going to be one of the better plays this game week as well. And also, you have to always remember to keep an eye on your Nottingham Forest assets. They've been one of the best defenses in the league. Not so much fancy this week, but Aina and Mikalenkovic are two of the more premium defenders for their prices. So most likely they're going to squeeze there when you're starting lineup. So Hall and, of course, the Nottingham Forest defense will always going to be a play. Now looking at my midfield, currently I'm not really worried about any of the picks. Mo Salah and Cole Palmer are two assets that are pretty much locked in for the entire season barring injury. Quite happy to have Bueno in the team, especially with his fixtures being favourable. Gordon with Southampton is going to be a play, and Rodgers with Aston Villa's fixtures turning for the better is going to be a play. But the one guy that I'm a little worried about for this run is going to be one of the Arsenal budget guys, whether it be Martinelli or Trossard. Martinelli at 6.7, currently Trossard at 6.8. I think there's an opportunity to go into one of these guys, especially with Wolves. I know City is not really a great fixture, but the next two are also going to be great fixtures, and at their price, they could prove pivotal and a big differential. So definitely we'll keep an eye on, of course, Wolves versus Arsenal in game week 23. A lot of people are talking about Diaz for the triple Liverpool. Me personally, I need to see if he's going to start versus Ipswich, of course, Champions League today. Is he going to start versus Lille? Can he be trusted to get the double? Not too sure on him, but have to highlight him. Of course, as well, the Crystal Palace boys and Eze at 6.5 and Sa at 5.9 are going to be hot commodities, especially with Crystal Palace now turning the corner and playing well, scoring some goals at their price. They're going to be in a lot of teams. Personally, I prefer Eze at 6.6 if you can afford him. Of course, he's going to be on some of the set pieces and is a great asset. But if you don't have the money, Sa is good at 5.9. But right now, if you're going for Eze, I'd rather one of the Arsenal boys. If you could squeeze an extra 0.1, 0.2, leaning towards Trossard for this run. And finally, not so hot on Kluivert or Foden. I think Kluivert is going to get hot from game 25 on, but 23 and 24 could prove a little difficult for him. Of course, Nottingham Forest, not so keen on his game 24 matchup, but from 25 on, I think all the Bournemouth assets are going to be highly sought after. Foden can't really ask for a tougher next 6. Of course, if you have him, you keep him for Chelsea, but I don't think you buy. And maybe after Chelsea, move him out. But he's not really a sell if you already have him, but definitely not a buy. So those are the midfielders thus far. And finally, in attack, it's not that I hate anyone that I have, but I'm definitely ogling Cody Gakpo. I think he's the second best Liverpool attacking asset at the time of recording. Of course, Salah is going to be in a lot of teams, probably going to be the most captain player in double game week 24. If you're looking to bring in support from the Liverpool attack, all eyes are on Cody Gakpo right now. Of course, we know Jota is injured, going to miss a couple weeks, so he's out of reckoning for some minutes. Darwin turned the corner with 2 well-taken goals, but not too sure if he is going to be in the starting lineup or not. He's going to be pushing for minutes, and Diaz, as I mentioned, not sure if he starts both games. So all eyes are going to be on Cody Gakpo. The problem with this is that Cody Gakpo is currently at 7.4 million. So it's not going to be easy to get Dutchman into the team without making 2 moves. But definitely keeping an eye on him. And another player to keep a keen eye on as well is Visa from Brentford. But of course, with the transfer news surrounding the striker, I'm not too sure if you could move in for him right now. Maybe you have to buy their time until the January transfer window closes. So definitely maybe not a play now for game week 23. But I think he's one of the assets that a lot of people are going to be moving into, especially if you're a João Pedro owner and you have a little bit to spare, not so much to go up to Gakpo. I think Visa could be a play for you. So currently, I do love Isak, Wood, and Mateta. Of course, Mateta coming through with 13 points, but definitely a little jealous of the Gakpo owners heading into game week 23, as I think this is the right point to jump onto the Dutchman with Ipswich, double, and Wolves. So if you have him, of course, playing, maybe, you're a little happier than me. But That concludes the red flags and some of the solutions for my team. And now this is the part of the video I know a lot of people are looking forward to. What are my pending moves for this game week? And right now, the only player that is keen on my radar right now is Cody Gakpo. I think that he is the best third option, well, the second best attacking option for Liverpool. I'm not too keen on double defense at the time of recording, so Gakpo is the guy I'm eyeing up. The problem with Cody Gakpo is he's going to require 2 transfers. I do currently have 2 transfers, but in order to get him, I'll have to move out most likely Mateta and then free up a 0.2 in defense, which most likely would mean I have to move on from Munoz as I want to keep the other 4 defenders. So it will be the Crystal Palace boys out for Gakpo and a defender that is cheaper than Munoz. Not currently shown what defender that would be. However, the flip side to this is if I triple up on Liverpool assets, that means the assistant manager chip is definitely out of play. And right now, I'm currently on the fence on whether I want to play that chip in game week 24. I think that there's a lot of upside in chasing the win bonus with the lower league team, with the teams lower in the league. But with Liverpool having a double game week, there might be an advantage just to play there. If you think Liverpool is going to win both games, that is almost as getting the gamble right with one of the lower teams for that game week. So if Liverpool win the 2 game weeks, it's almost the same amount of points you would get if you gamble with one of the lesser teams to beat one of the higher teams. So there's a lot of balancing to do. And then, of course, Liverpool play Wolves. You would have that fixture, but then you'd have to watch Liverpool versus Man City and look at that game week to use a transfer to probably switch out Anslot. So there's a lot of moving pieces in what to do this game week. Again, Gakpo is the guy I would want to plan my future transfers around. So barring any injuries from Champions League, I don't think I will make a transfer this week. But if something comes up where I could save some money, definitely make it and then look to bring Gakpo in for Mateta, as I think Wood and Isak will remain in the team. I have a lot of money invested in Isak. So that is where I'm at with the transfers right now. If I don't bring Gakpo in this game week, most likely I am playing the assistant manager chip in game week 24. So there's a lot of little moving pieces. So I hope you could follow up and get a gist on what's going on. So best of luck to everyone making moves. But remember, the assistant chip manager is going to be available in game week 24, double game week for Liverpool, and of course Everton. And now with all the information you've gotten, there's one more dilemma, and that's who to put the armband on. Well, have no fear, Captaincy Corner is here. And this game week brings one of the big questions thus far for this season. Who to put the armband on game week 23? We have 2 amazing assets in Isak versus Salah. Isak plays away to Southampton. However, Salah plays at home to Ipswich. We just saw City put 6 past Ipswich. We've seen Southampton conceding chances and goals at an amazing clip this season. So which one to go? Currently, I am on Isak personally. I think that he is one who is going to want to go back on track after blanking this weekend. But before that, it was 8 straight game weeks with the Swedish striker scoring a goal. I think he's going to want to put that right. And of course, he's going to have a midweek rest as Newcastle are not currently in European action. Salah, on the other hand, we know about the double-digit hauls. We know about how great he's been. Ipswich at Anfield, in the midst of a title race, they're going to want to win this game to put even more points on the board and a bigger lead on the Arsenal and Cities and Chelsea's. And of course, City and Chelsea play each other. So someone is going to drop points, if not both. So I think that it's the perfect storm here for Salah. So I'm really contemplating switching to Salah. I know that's not going to help. Currently on Isak, could switch to Salah. I hope every manager gets the 50-50 call right. It's going to be a close battle. But currently, I am on Isak due to him getting the rest. And I think Southampton are the worst defense right now to bet against. We're seeing Bueno, Ahmad, and of course Wood all scoring big. I think Isak is going to follow in their tracks. The number 2 position is going to be the $14.8 million asset in Erling Haaland. I think he's going to come good versus Chelsea. Can't really drop him further down the list. At number 3, it's going to be the Englishman Ollie Watkins versus West Ham. However, there's a little concern on Oli as we currently seeing that he's going to start midweek in the Champions League. So we don't know if Duran's going to get the start on the weekend. He's currently back from his suspension. So there could be an opportunity for the Colombian to start. So definitely going to want to keep an eye on that. But if Watkins start, great option as the captain, number 3 pick. Number 4 is going to be a little curveball. I think the best Arsenal asset to have is Gabriel. I think Arsenal should keep a clean sheet and Gabriel could be on for a goal from a set piece against Wolves. However, this is a major one from left field. It's going to be for the managers with a lot of belly and a lot of dreams going into Gabriel, but he does come in at number 4. And at 5, the cheeky ball play is going to be a guy who a lot of people are saying he's not in form. Spurs don't win penalties, but with no Dominic Solanke, he is definitely going to be on the set pieces, especially pen. So Heung-min Son comes in at number 5. Of course, Leicester come to town, one of the better defenses to have your attacking assets play against, and I think Son is going to come good. Spurs need to win games. They need a result. Postecoglou on the hot seat and all that. And Son has a great record versus Leicester, so I definitely think he is going to be a great pick from left field if you already own the South Korean. So he is the cheeky ball play. But again, the big decision this week is going to be Isak versus Salah. So best of luck, and that concludes Captaincy Corner for Game Week 23. And that brings us to the end of this week's episode of Proper Things. I hope you all had fun watching the show, listening to me. I had fun delivering it as always. I know I was missed for the last 2 game weeks, but some technical difficulties, some scheduling issues. Couldn't get the episode out on time, so I hope you all forgive me. I hope you all have been doing well in my absence, but we're back. And I hope this episode reaches you safely and you get the 50-50 call right again with Isak versus Salah. So while you're looking at the videos, enjoying the picks, I would like to hear from you all down in the comment section. Was I missed? Were you all doing well without me? If you're liking the picks, if you're not liking the picks, if you have better picks or better ideas on how to play the assistant manager chip or triple Liverpool, you could go down in the comment section and let me hear your thoughts. And while you're there, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You know, really appreciate the subscription, the like. You know, really appreciate your support. And thanks for loving up the last video, you know. Really appreciate the support. So, best of luck this Game Week 23. Hope you all get the calls right one last time. And don't forget to do proper things in all walks of life. I'll see you all next week for the double Game Week.